matchup here tonight, especially when you take a closer look at the center position.
Well, for the over 60 crowd, this is a fun one, BA. It's not often that we highlight the center position as being the key matchup, but the big men on these teams, they deserve attention. It's going to be great watching them tonight.
All right, let's check out the starting group for the Thunder. In it forward, it's Jordan Williams. Alex Caruso is out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Holmgren in at the center. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that one.
Such an improved part of SGA's game. Love his passing skills.
And it's the Nuggets ball. Brown passes to Jokic. Now here's Murray. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. And the ball out of play. The Thunder will have it. About a minute into this first quarter. To the inside. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Yeah, and the rookie is showing up. Holmgren forces his way through and gets the and one opportunity.
Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. Porter from outside. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early. And what's unique about Michael Porter Jr., it's almost impossible to block his jumper.
Yeah, at 6'10", Grant, he's got that high release point. How are you going to close out and do anything to disrupt this guy in his shooting window? Nearly impossible. What an elite offensive shooter.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Caruso. Just 5 to shoot. Now Holmgren. Covered by Jokic. And Holmgren with the basket on the assist by Caruso. Holmgren's got 5.
There aren't many 7-footers who can attack guys off the dribble as well as Holmgren. He'll make you pay if you're too aggressive.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Off the inbound. And then Porter with the dunk.
Good job reading the floor. Aaron Gordon solid at sensing when someone's open.
The Thunder have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Holmgren with a screen on Murray. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And Jokic picks him up defensively. Count it. Good.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Murray deciding where to go with it. Dort against Porter. Back to Gordon. Pass to Murray. Clock at 6. Here's the 3. The Thunder pull it in.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Caruso, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked it in off the glass.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that is a merciless dunk coming from Aaron Gordon.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and again it's Oklahoma City.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Pass to Jokic. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Jokic putting his size to work, hard to stop down low.
Thunder with a lead. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity. Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Checked by Gordon. Williams' shot is good.
Capable of running the offense, and now a new one for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now a timeout called by Denver.
I have a question for you. Who wants a t-shirt?
A different look for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Holmgren, and Williams is subbed in for Williams. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Inside, here's Porter, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal foul.
The combination of the athleticism and the size of Porter Jr. is very hard to guard. That time, he takes a hit.
Porter hits them both. And you think about beautiful basketball, Brent. Look no further than these Denver Nuggets.
No doubt about it, B.A. It's like a symphony out there with this ball club. Just the ball movement, the player movement, the guy's willingness to sacrifice the first shot to get the better shot. And Jokic is the conductor.
Now here's Murray. Shoots over Caruso. Murray's shot is good. Murray's got 5 points.
Well, that's a crafty finish around the basket. Murray fearing nobody on that possession.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And this early scoring is as much about the lackluster defense as it is about either team's offense.
Jokic with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Gordon, the pass to Murray. No good on the 3.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here.
Oh, hey, how about that?
That's impressive. Man, this guy is one of the most athletic guards in the league. SGA off the charts.
Pass to Jokic. And here's Porter. Here's Brown. On the wing, Murray. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And Jamal Murray hits from deep. Give him 8 points now.
Well, when he's feeling it, Jamal Murray is going to find some way to get to that range and knock it down.
Gilgeous.
Oh, man, just
taking it down.
Nice.
That's spectacular.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And it's Jokic missing. And it's Thunder's ball. 6-point game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Great movement in the pick and roll. Gilgeous-Alexander so decisive in that kind of set.
Now a timeout called by Denver.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Saric checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Holmgren's checked in. Gordon finds Saric. Buries it down low.
Fighting through the contact. Dario does a great job that time.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 6-point lead. Pass to Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander against Porter. Oh, a rim wrecker by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance.
Saric, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. Holmgren against Porter. Outside Murray. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Murray's got 11.
Well, a polished score and good recognition as Jamal Murray understood the timing that he needed to catch and fire.
Boy, the offensive instincts of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander are really something to see.
Yeah, an incredible instinctual scorer and just a knack for making things happen offensively, whether that means him scoring or setting up others. This guy is an elite offensive player.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Saric. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his second personal foul.
Well, the key for Saric is to be out there and be aggressive, because when he plays assertive like this, he's going to draw some fouls.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Well, Brent, this Thunder team is so young, but poised to be a factor now. How much does the play-in experience factor in for these young guys?
Well, I think it's huge, B.A. They're going to be hungry. It's so crucial for young players, because the next time that they're there, it's not going to be the first time. So this team is going in the right direction.
Pass to Strother. Saric with it. Here's Watson. Williams defending. Here's Strother. Shot clock at 5. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Hartenstein pulls it in. Thunder with a lead. Hartenstein a screen. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Westbrook finds Jokic. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. And now it's a 12-point Thunder lead.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Williams grabs the board. On offense, here are the Thunder. Pass to Caruso.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
To the middle. Now Holmgren. To the paint. Now here's Caruso. His first shot attempt. Again, Oklahoma City.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot again. His teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Westbrook taking his time here. No good, and they can't put it into the drought. And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, B.A., they should really stick with what they've been doing.
Wow!
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Well, in the early goings, the mid-range shot has also been working well for them. They've been racking up some points off of those jumpers, and those are probably being invited.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 26.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Pass to Hartenstein. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Assist goes to
Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Westbrook outside. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. To the right side. And here's Jokic outside. On target from range. Jokic has got 5 points.
You can expect Westbrook to find an open shooter. You trusted him with the pass that time.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
They've got Russell Westbrook. Nikola Jokic is out there with Dario Saric. And it's Strother in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him. Denver's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Saric, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. The drive by Westbrook. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Saric, shot is off.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And he makes it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 28 points for the game.
Good poise there from the young Gilgeous-Alexander, not allowing himself to get rattled.
Pass to Jokic. There's the 3. Ooh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. We hear that label unicorn thrown out there a bit these days. But Nikola Jokic, he is truly one of one, Brent.
Yeah, incredible to watch the way that Jokic is able to control the game and pick his spots, BA, to impact it, whether that's by rebounding the ball and playing physical, dishing the ball and making some assists happen, or shooting the ball from the three-point line. What a complete package he is.
Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. Shots good by Saric. Saric has got 5.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Michael Porter Jr. never lacks for confidence in his jump shot, but he said, offense for me should be an autopilot. I should be focused on the intangibles, the defense, the rebounding, the dirty work. That involves you in a game. Brian, the buy-in and the commitment to the little things has not gone unnoticed.
Yeah, I love that. That's a great point. Thanks, Allie.
And Westbrook with 2 very loud points.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Here's Jokic. Got a hand on it. Gilgeous-Alexander against Saric. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. The Nuggets have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Here's Watson. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And we've heard players asking for more clarity and accountability from the officials. Grant, you think they have a point?
Well, players often ask refs to explain calls, so they also want some clarity from the league whether the refs got it right. And that information oftentimes can help them make the proper adjustments moving forward.
No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Hartenstein a screen. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Can't connect from 13 feet out. The Nuggets have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Here's Watson. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Holmgren. Hartenstein a screen. Pass to Williams. Launches a 3. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Down low. And he converts the layup. Saric has got 4 points in the quarter.
Saric, one of those guys with size and a combination of a deft touch. And in close, he's effective.
Williams' shot is good.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
The Nuggets have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Westbrook outside to the wing on the left. Here's Jokic. The Thunder pull it in. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Denver grabs the miss. This one for 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got his 5th rebound in this one. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Dario Saric.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Well, Brent, the past several years have been the brightest in Nuggets history.
And it makes perfect sense. I mean, BA, you go out and you find a player that elevates everybody else, a guy who becomes the two-time MVP. The talent on the roster has taken strides. They've done a great job in the draft process. It's great to see Denver becoming a legitimate powerhouse in the Western Conference.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
So much speed from Shea. Used it there to get by the defense.
Westbrook outside. Pass to Jokic. Shot blocked. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Give him 30. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Exploding to the rim. No getting in Shea's way, especially when he's got a full head of steam.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches. That is showing up again later. Wow. Well, at 6'6", SGA absolutely has the size to get up there and throw it down.
Pass to Jokic. Westbrook outside. Back to Jokic. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Jokic just got 5 points in the quarter.
Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Westbrook. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And it's Jokic with the ball for Denver. They trail by 18. Pass to Gordon. Here's Brown. He's guarded by Caruso. Here's Jokic. That one rolls around and rims out. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. He's got 34. It's good.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander's got 36 points.
When you have a guard like Gilgeous-Alexander that fights inside, it can add some spunk to your team.
Pass to Gordon. Back to Westbrook. Here's Brown. No good on the triple. The Thunder have gotten 8 of 13 shots to fall in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. They swipe it. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, Oklahoma City.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Jokic with a screen on Holmgren. From 12 feet, here's Watson, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And just an incredible effort on the offensive glass.
Wow, follows it up with the putback to finish the play. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Denver with a rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Westbrook outside. Gordon with a screen on Caruso. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. And they call an illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Porter Jr., he's checked in for Denver. Murray comes in for Watson. Gordon on the wing. And Gordon with the big finish.
Love some AG highlights where he's jamming it down like that.
Oklahoma City dictating the flow. 22 was their biggest lead. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 40 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Elbow shot. And Gordon with the basket on the assist by Porter. Gordon's got 9.
Now Gordon able to knock down that one from the mid-range.
Williams a screen on Westbrook. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive. Misses from short range. Denver has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Westbrook with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Here's Porter. And he drops it in from the low post. He's got 9.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. The shot no good. And for Denver, they're shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. Outside for Porter. Offline with a 3.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Porter pulls it in. Denver is shooting a decent 42% in the second. Here's Brown. And the Nuggets getting another bucket to fall.
And Murray with an instinctual play there. He has that ability. You can see the play. It evolves. And he makes a quick decision.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein's got 4 points now in the quarter. 1:14 left to play in the half. Westbrook outside. Pass to Porter. And here's Murray. He's guarded by Caruso. 6 on the shot clock. Outside for Porter. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 16-point game.
You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. He fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy. He just looks for ways to get his guys fired up.
Jordan's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And you look at the Thunder. Talk about a team that's drafted well.
Well, it's hard to see out the window in Oklahoma City with how much they've stockpiled their picks in that front office. It's about making good use of them, B.A. When are they going to plant a flag in the ground that these are our guys moving forward? They have some young studs. I'm curious about when that time is.
And Grant, when you scan the OKC roster, you see length at every position.
Yeah, it's definitely their philosophy, B.A. We're seeing a number of franchises going that route. What I would say about the Thunder, though, many of their guys still have some strength to add. Like a Matador, Olay, there was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. They just can't. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
And just halfway through this contest, he's already registered a double-double.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. They've got Isaiah Hartenstein. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Alex Caruso. Then there's Holmgren, and it's Williams in at power forward. Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Murray passes to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow.
Amazing.
Man. Well, you know, Gilgeous-Alexander worked on that in the offseason, but it's one thing to work on it, then bring it to the floor. He did it that time.
Porter from outside knocks down the triple. Porter's got 14.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball, and Jokic picks him up defensively. Well, the Nuggets shooting 46%, a decent average so far. And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his third foul so far. A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Murray. Six to shoot. Stolen by Caruso. Here's Dieng. No good with the triple.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why. Still, I expect him to make one of those. That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Back to Porter. It's tipped. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Combine the size and skill that Porter Jr. has, really tough to beat.
Pass to Dieng. And here's Dort. Up and over Porter. And that one's long. For Denver, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Murray for 3. That shot missing. The Thunder have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Outside, Williams. And he banks in the layup. Williams has got 6.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Outside Porter. And he's going for the lob. And Gordon with the big finish.
One of the better dunkers we have in the NBA, Aaron Gordon. Showtime.
Outside, Williams. There's a screen by Dieng. Williams passes to Sajang. Yep, that one goes. And the Thunder lead by 17.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Here's Brown. Williams defending. Brown passes to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. The Thunder with the rebound. 22 was their biggest lead. Williams passes to Sajang. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
The Nuggets have some flat-out scorers on their roster, but head coach Mike Malone said the way we play is pass is king. The ball moves around and everybody benefits. And Brian, it sure helps when your best player, Nikola Jokic, is setting the tone with his incredible court vision.
No doubt about that, Allie. Thanks for that. To the inside. Outside for Dort. Porter with the steal. Pass to Murray. Back to Porter. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Lou Dort picks one up.
And there are signs from Jamal Murray that we have seen as one of those fearless players.
And the one thing about Jamal Murray, Brent, you know he's not afraid of the big moments.
Nah, and it felt really good just as a basketball fan, BA, to see Jamal Murray return to those big moment kind of plays that we got used to while the teams were in the bubble. Certainly a rising star and a guy that gets dangerous the bigger the game gets.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Oklahoma City.
Well, how about the work they've done from the in-between area? They are making it rain, and the storm ain't over yet.
Well, they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jokic with a screen on Caruso. The deep 3 from Murray. The Nuggets with another miss. The Thunder have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Now here's Williams. He has 6. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Dieng's got 6 points in the quarter.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Porter in the post. Dort defending. Murray for three. He drops it from range. Murray's got 16 points now.
Murray's starting to feel the J here, sinking these shots time and time again.
Now here's Caruso. He's guarded closely. Jang. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Give him 8 points now.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Porter against Dort. Pass to Brown. Here's Gordon from behind the arc. Jang pulls it in. Gordon against Williams. Inside. It's blocked.
What a swat by Aaron Gordon.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Gordon. Russell Westbrook, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Here's Williams. The bank shot, no good. And here's Jokic. He's got 10.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
13.
Now Westbrook. Pass to Gordon. Here's Brown. Dort defending. Westbrook outside. Clock at 6. Gordon, the pass to Westbrook. Nails it from 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And when you've got your opponent down, you don't want to take your foot off the pedal.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain. Any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
But the reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Here's Williams. And it's Denver with a rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Westbrook. Now here's Gordon. Back to Westbrook. Fires the 3. Wallace pulls it in. Here's Caruso. Wallace's shot is good. Wallace has got 6 here in the quarter.
Now they're playing working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Gordon left side. Jokic. That one's good for 2. Jokic has got 14 points for the game.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Wallace's shot is good.
Now, good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Westbrook, the pass to Gordon. Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball. Saric checks in for Denver. Watson comes in for Gordon. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Joe comes in for Caruso. And for the Thunder, their shooting has been incredible. 72% to the paint. Here's Wallace. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Murray passes to Brown. And here's Westbrook. Pass to Brown. Westbrook outside. Out to the right wing. The 3 ball. Brown's shot is good. 5 points in the game.
I respect Russell Westbrook's passing ability, something that he's worked hard to become better at.
To the middle. Here's Wallace. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. First one falls for him. And the Nuggets making a change here. That one misses. And so it's Jokic who brings up the ball for Denver, trailing by 17. Westbrook outside. Fires for 3. The shot misses. And Oklahoma City shooting nearly 60% from the floor in the third. Wallace, the pass to Dort, and that one is stuffed right through.
Terrific body control from Dort, setting a firm pick and then rolling to the gap.
Westbrook with it. He's got 7. Pass to Watson. The 3. Doesn't go for him. Watson's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. And there's the screen. Down low. Wallace, the pass to Joe. Strawther grabs a miss. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting about 53% on the third, a very good number. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, you give Russell Westbrook any kind of runway like that, and he can explode. What a terror on the inside.
Good on the second one. 1:10 left in the third quarter. Williams with it, and Jokic picks him up defensively. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his second personal.
It's on Nikola Jokic.
13 foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City, Williams.
And he drops the first. And so he hits both. 1:05 left in the third quarter. Now here's Westbrook. Give him 8. To the inside. Pass to Watson. 3-pointer. Here's Strawther. Off target with the 3. And for the Thunder, they're shooting 70% from the field. A performance that has been fun to watch. Here's Williams. Watson with the rebound. The Nuggets shooting pretty well at 45%. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Top of the key. Hartenstein. Great positioning on the putback. And he's now got the double-double.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity. The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Yeah, every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Westbrook. Oh my! Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
And for Westbrook, you talk about playing with a controlled intensity, and when he does that, he's unstoppable.
3 shots.
Here's Joe. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Oklahoma City. They're feeling great, a 21-point lead. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Dario Saric is out there with Nikola Jokic. Then there's Russell Westbrook, and it's Strawther in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
That's his 3rd personal.
Well, it's so hard to try to defend Joker. You never know what it is that he's going to do. And because of that great vision, he's got great counter.
Pass to Westbrook. Here's Strawther. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 is up. Kept alive. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
And Denver has possession. Westbrook right side. 6 on the shot clock, and he gets that one.
It's a solid pass off the pick and roll. Part of Westbrook's game he's really developed.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Denver with a rebound. Saric has got 4 rebounds now. Westbrook outside. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's foul number 2 for him.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
Westbrook outside. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder shooting an insane 65%. Just terrific. Inside. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here we go, the Nuggets on the fast break. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Again, the body control to shift himself over. With Westbrook, sometimes the only choice you have is to commit the foul.
And the Thunder making a change here. Hartenstein's checked in. And the layup is good off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 48.
Come on, SGA. Putting some sauce on it.
Pass to Saric. Westbrook with it. Takes the 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And now they've got to be careful at the defensive end. They're over the limit much earlier than they should be.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Denver has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Jokic with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Westbrook can't hit. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
SGA with some good movement, creating an easy opportunity for a teammate.
Here's Strawther. Williams defending. Pass to Jokic. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Connects from downtown. Westbrook's got 8 points here in the quarter. Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Williams. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Down low. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
From 8 feet away, nice touch on the bank shot. And the Thunder lead by 13.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Pass to Watson. Here's Brown. 5 to shoot. Here's Jokic. From down in the low post, it goes. Jokic has got 9 points here in the second half.
Oh yeah, the Joker's running wild.
Screen by Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Here's Strawther. Williams defending. Right wing. Westbrook outside. 4-3. The Thunder pull it in. Hartenstein's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Hartenstein's got 4 points this quarter. Westbrook outside. Pass to Jokic. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Williams passes to Holmgren. That one goes. Count it.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
Jokic with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Westbrook, the pass to Jokic. Inside, Jokic drops it in.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, he settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Jokic, and makes it with the kiss. Jokic has got 13 points here in the second half alone. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 for 11 so far in the fourth. To the middle. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Now a timeout called by Denver. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
A smart move here, talk things over. He's really eating them up, and they've tried a few different looks defensively. Nothing quite getting it done.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, and this game really has his fingerprints all over it. He's been dominating and making it look effortless. It's always fun to watch someone just flat out take over like he's done here today.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something.
He hits the second from the line. And it's Murray with the ball for Denver. They trail by 16. Inside. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. Here's Gordon. Pass to Jokic. There's the triple. Williams grabs the board. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Brown passes to Jokic. Here's Brown. Jokic with a screen on Williams. With the 10-footer, and it's Denver with another.
Jokic is a hard worker. That time, a terrific job of rolling into the open space after he set the screen.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 55. Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. Murray passes to Jokic. Back to Murray. Pass to Brown. To the inside. 6 to shoot. Jokic shot is good.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, a rim wrecker by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Jokic with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Murray passes to Jokic. Porter with it. He's guarded by Caruso. Jokic with it. He's against Hartenstein. Jokic gets the bucket.
Such a sweet touch there from Jokic.
Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gordon with a steal. Here's Brown. Pass to Porter. Here's Jokic. Oh, nice sequence from Jokic.
Yeah, boxing out Jokic is easier said than done, especially when he's sniffing out rebounds.
That is what I'm talking about. Wow. He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Pass to Jokic. The fadeaway. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And got it! Another basket!
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep. Murray, no good.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open. And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Thunder.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Williams from long range. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Jokic finds Porter. Outside Murray. Now here's Jokic. He got a piece of it. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Hartenstein a screen. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up.
A las 2, a la